Hi guys, today we are going to look at the workflow feature inside SmartAK. Come, let's get into the video. Now let's say you're running a business and your customers are buying a subscription plan from you. You have more than 100 customers. What do you need to do? You need to make sure that before their plan becomes invalid, like 2 days before, 1 day before, or even 6 hours before, you keep sending them reminders. That's what you're thinking. You want to send these reminders to them via WhatsApp and email. If you think like that, first, it's manual work. Let me tell you what problems can happen when you do this manually. When you do manual work, if you have more than 100 customers, each of them will have a different subscription end date. You have to keep all of that in your mind, and maybe you might even forget some of them. That's why Otherwise, when your staff sends messages, they might make some mistakes. Human errors can happen. Because of that, it becomes a problem for us. If you have to sit and type out these messages separately for WhatsApp and email every day, it becomes very time consuming. So, when you do things manually like this, you face all these problems. If you are facing such issues in your business, then this is a superb feature just for you. Let's see how this logs. Now let's look at what the difference is for a manual workflow. In a manual process, what happens is first, after this step, you have to get approval from a higher official. Next, you have to collect the data that's in the spreadsheet. Then you have to make a separate phone call. After that, you have to send an email. Like this, when we keep taking the data and doing these 11 steps, there's a high chance of data loss. So there's also a high chance of sending the wrong message. When we do it manually, we end up with so much confusion and so many delays. So, what happens when we use a smart workflow instead? First, we set a trigger. Once that trigger condition is met and satisfied, the task happens automatically. That task will be executed automatically. So after we approve the workflow, whatever we want to integrate, we can integrate that as well. For example, if someone fills out a form, that acts as a trigger, right? After the form is filled, the automated task is to send a message automatically, like thank you for filling the form. That's the automated task. We have integrated this with whatever we want, even with the workflow form itself. This is the indication. So once we've done this, our workflow creation will be complete. This is how you create a workflow, and this is how it works. Now let's create a new workflow and test it out. This is our SmartyQ dashboard. Here you need to click on lead automation. In that, the fourth feature is workflows. After you click on create workflows, a page like this will open. Here you'll see all the workflows you've already created. So you can filter them here and check which ones are active and which ones are inactive. After that, you can filter and check here whether you want to see the latest workflows you've created or the old ones, or sort them by order from A to Z or Z to A. So after this, you can also set how many workflows you want to display on the page. If I select 25, then 25 workflows will be shown accordingly. So now what is this folder? Suppose you have created several workflows for the same feature. Say you have created 10 workflows just for the finance feature. You can create a folder called finance and keep them all together. So by clicking here, we can create a new workflow. In this pre-built section, there are already many ready-made workflows available for us. We can use them as they are, or we can customize them as per our needs and use them. Now, what we are going to do is create a new workflow. So for that, just click on the plus symbol where it says workflow. After you click, a page called automation will open up like this. Here, first you can change the name of your workflow. Now, what workflow are we going to create? For example, I have a pipeline called Smart IQ Leads. In that pipeline, if I add a contact in the lead stage, I want it to automatically a welcome message should go to WhatsApp and an email should be sent as well. Let's see how to do that. So, what can we name this? Since I'm taking this for testing, I'll name it Testing Dene. Once you set it and tick it, it will be saved. Next, add new trigger. Okay, what does add new trigger mean? Only when the condition we give here is satisfied, the workflow will move to the next step. When you click on add new trigger, a lot of options will open up. Do you want to set it for forms or for CRM contacts and so on? Now when I click on forms, whichever form we have created, you can select that form, and once that form is filled, we can set it up so that you get a message. Or if you select CRM, say you want to add something in a pipeline in CRM, you can set it so that a message is sent, or when the state changes, a message is sent, or when you follow up, a message is sent, or when you add a note, a message is sent. You can set it up like that as well. If you select contacts, for example, when you add a new contact, you can set it so that a message is sent to them. Next is contact update. If you make any changes to a contact in your system, then when such changes are made, a message will be sent to them. Then, if it's a contact tag, say we've tagged a contact and added them to it, in that case, you can set it up so that a message will be sent to you. If it's about the calendar, say when an appointment is booked, or when it's cancelled, or if the appointment is rescheduled, or when the appointment is over, or after the appointment is done, you have options. For upcoming appointments, you can send reminders based on conditions, like 1 day before, or 2 days before, or even live. Like if it's a webinar, you can send a webinar is live now message. It's like that. This is the coming soon option that comes under finance, which I mentioned earlier, right? Right from the start, before a subscription becomes overdue, a message will be sent. Or if the payment is done, you can send a message. Similarly, when it's cancelled for paying installments or when an installment becomes overdue, these kinds of things, all these options are available under the finance category for sending messages. Okay? Now, what this means is, say we are offering a course here, right? After a lesson in that course is completed, a message will be sent to the students. Similarly, after the course is completed, if we want to send a message or add some feedback for them, we can set it up so that the students receive that message. Okay, next is schedule. What does schedule mean? For example, if you have a specific date, month, weekly event, or date, and you want to schedule a meeting, you can set it up so that a message goes to them. This can be done through WhatsApp or however you want. Now, if you want to create a workflow for booking an appointment, first I'll name it appointment booking. So I'll send the appointment booking message to the customer. When I send it, if they see OK, then it will take them to the next procedure accordingly. If the condition is no, then the same message should be sent again after 11 days. If they still haven't responded, then after 2 days, send it again, and after that, exit. That means by reminding the customer again and again that our business exists, maybe after that they'll open and check it. So, this follow up is very, very important for the business. Can we sit and type out all those follow ups ourselves every day? Here, just by creating a small workflow, that's enough. There's absolutely no coding involved. We're just going to click and add. That's it. So, this is the biggest advantage of using workflows. Now, let's see what we need to do in the trigger. We need to choose CRM, select it, and go straight to pipeline. Now, in this Smart IQ leads pipeline, I'm coming to the lead stage and creating a contact. This is the condition. Okay. So, after adding the condition, what should happen next? Just click add, and the first thing is they should receive a WhatsApp message. Here I'm clicking on WhatsApp message. My device has come up and there are 2 devices active right now. So I'm choosing this device. As for the template, I've already created a template testing pipeline, that is, it should send a message like hi with their name, customer, what customer, their name, and welcome to Smart Tech. So we can also send this through our VR Cloud API device. So after this device comes up, we have to keep checking frequently whether we are active. But the Cloud API will always stay active with me, okay? So I'll check and confirm it. Next, you can't send an email. So again, click on communication and then I'll select send mail. After selecting send mail, if there's a template, we can choose it. So in the from name, enter the name of your software like Smart Qualits. Regarding. Now I've typed hi. What should we do? We need to use the customer's name. That is the customer's name. Welcome to Smart. A message saying IQ should go. Okay, so I'll give it. What I'm doing now is I'm confirming this. Once I confirm, it will get added. So if you want to check this, we can see it here. Now what's there in add to pipeline? I've chosen Smart, I've chosen lead. The WhatsApp message is shown here, which device we've chosen, which template is there, and what message is in it. All that is shown here. So after that, whatever we've chosen in email, we can click here and even change it if needed, and then save it. After making the changes, we can save it again, okay? So now I'll go back to automation and we'll do everything needed to create our workflow. In this, we'll make 2 mistakes. What are those mistakes? See this pass here? We'll forget to turn it on. That's the first mistake. First, I'll save that workflow. This is the first step. After creating the workflow, we need to save it. Next, see this pass here? We have to change it to running status. After changing it, I'll click OK. Alright, now I'm saving it. Then thirdly, what should we check? See, there's a retry option, right? We have to turn that on and then save it. First, what should we do? We need to save the workflow. After that, turn on running and save it. Then turn on re-entry and save it. So now for me, everything is saved. Now what I'm going to do is exit from the workflow. Now let's add and test it out. You can see it here in the second match. So I'm going to lead management. After going there, what are we going to do? It will be in Smart Queue leads. I'll click and manually. First, I will just keep this name here for now. So I'm deleting it because I'm going to add this same name again here. So now I'll click on that plus symbol and add it. In Smart IQ, the contact name is Hema. That's fine. The email has come through. For the phone number, since we've set the phone number in the mail, we have to enter it here as well. After entering it, I'll click add. Okay, we need to choose the pipeline. In Smart IQ, the lead is in the lead stage. Okay, now I'm clicking add. Now, what should have happened is that a WhatsApp message should have been sent from the mail. Let's check if it has been sent. So this is my WhatsApp. Now, if you see, at 9:40 we have received the message, "Hi Hema, welcome to Smart Tech" on WhatsApp. Then what I'm going to do now is come back here and refresh. When I refresh, we get the mail. Did you see? At 9:40 a message has come. "Hi Hema, welcome to Smart Tech." So that's it. This is how it works. What happens to our workflow? So we need to check the history and all that. The workflow is not yet complete. If I want to see where it is, at which stage it is, or where it got stuck in between, I have to do the same. Click on automation, then click on workflows. Then go to your testing workflow. I will just click it, testing demo, and you see there's a menu, right? In that, go to logs. In logs, what do we have? It shows total triggers. Only one trigger is there. Complete action. When was it completed? 9:40. Next action. The next one that got completed was at 9:41. So it's completed. In trigger pending, we don't have any triggers. You can check all that in the logs here. Okay. At the end of this workflow, you can see what all happened. Total triggers, how many are completed, how many are pending. So if you want to see all this, you can check here. Now you would have understood how to create a workflow and how to run it, right? Then now I mentioned something called pre-built, right? Shall we see what's there in this pre-built section? So now I'm clicking on pre-built. After clicking, a page like this will open up. Here we have so many pre-built workflows. You can use them as they are, or if you want to make any changes, you can come here and modify them as you like. So from this, I'll just click on one and show you what to do. I'll create the account and explain to you how it works, okay? Now what we can do is, after we get the webinar reminders, I'll import them, okay? When I import, this is what I get. What this means is, first when I click here, where is it? So we've registered for a webinar, okay? We've completed the registration. That means 2 days before the webinar happens, you'll get a WhatsApp message here and the message will be there, okay? The WhatsApp message will go further. Before 24 hours, you'll get a WhatsApp message. Then before 4 hours, another WhatsApp message. Then before 2 hours, before 30 minutes, then 15 minutes. So even at the same time, you can come and add more like webinar is live now and so on. This is how the webinar reminder workflow works. If you keep this explanation here, you'll understand. How this workflow actually works is, here they've created a workflow like a mind map and shown it to us. Okay, fine, okay. Next, moving on. Appointment cancel. Okay, let's take a look at that and see what's there. So it's a small workflow. I'll just explain any other details. VSL reminder. Shall we see what needs to be done? So this is also the same way once we get it and the appointment is booked. First, if we want this, we can keep it. For remote talk contact, if we add it directly to CRM, it should be added to that particular stage in the pipeline that we have specified. Then when you get a WhatsApp message, it should just keep getting received. So, like this, for our business, for different needs, we have workflows for all our features. See here, right? Calendar, finance, community, inbox, operation suite, lead automation, management, generation. There are workflows for everything. So, based on your business and your requirements, we will create and give you the workflow accordingly. First, if you tell us what the main problem is in your business, if you see what major problem you are facing, our team will create an efficient workflow for you, tailored to how you can use this to solve that problem. Okay? Are you also spending a lot of time and effort on manual work in your business? Even then, you face problems like human error and many such issues. If that's the case, Smart AIQ is the best choice for you. With just one workflow, we can solve all your problems. So, if you also want to automate your business like this and increase your revenue, then book a demo with Smart AIQ. If you want to know the contact details, they are given below in the description. So if you contact us there, our team will reach out to you for a demo and provide support. I'll meet you in the next video with another feature of Smart AIQ. Thank you for watching.